Oftentimes, people ask, well, where does the wine come from that's used in the Mass and the liturgy? Or how about the altar bread? Where does it come from? And I love giving a tour of our sacristy because it's kind of basic. It's like behind the scene. Now, by church law prescription, that wine has to be 14% volume, uh, and it has to be alcohol in it. And we use LaSalle Special because Father likes it. But there's other types, alt wines, all kinds of types. Some are dry, so forth. But this is what generally what we use, and we buy it from a supplier, a church supplier that handles the wine. Now, when it comes for the altar breads come and we order them from a company, and it kind of takes the romance out of thinking about the host, but they come packaged. Used to be the nuns, monasteries used to make them, but they come all sealed, and those are the small hosts. And then the priest hosts, the large ones, are like that, and you'll see a cross in it. And it's easier. People say, well, when you break the host, it always breaks so perfectly. Well, because there's a crease because of the cross. Right? Then when we use incense, now incense is interesting because first of all, you have to have charcoal. You light the charcoal, and they're in little briquettes, and if you notice that they're indented on one side, around the other side, that it's burned, and because it's indented, it'll hold the incense that's put on top of it. And you have to have that lit, and it usually lights easily because it has gunpowder put into it. And incense comes from, well, most of the time we're blessing our parish because people go over to the Middle East, they go to the Holy Land, and they'll say, Father, what do you want? Or Bona, what you need? And this is from tree sap. And if you look, special tree sap, it's done, and it smells. And there's different types. Some are commercially made, I don't know out of really what sort of resin. It has a different odor. You'll have it rose, you have gardenia, you have this or that. But that's some of the incense we have. Here's more. And different flavors. This is another one. It almost looks like the other one. But it smells so good. And this is where we keep all of our vestments. In fact, we're blessed with a lot of vestments. A man in the parish, Ike Ermis, built this cabinet, and very, very, very nice. And they're labeled blue for the Blessed Mother, for Theophany, for Baptism of Christ. There's 2 sets in here. This one for Annunciation of the Blessed Mother, red, and for Holy Cross, Resurrection. And this set is from Gamarelli's in Rome. They're the ones that supply the Holy Father. Got the material. There is silk and wool, and it is heavy and warm, but it was made here. It's a gorgeous one. And then on the back of a lot of the vestments, they'll have ornament, and this is hand painted Christ. It's not a print. So I'm very proud of our vestments. Again, Resurrection. The deacon stoles, different colors, and you can see the embellishment, all for the glory of God. And a set that I like a lot, well, I like this one, the fabric, this is altar cloth, and it matches the fabric of a set of vestments, this one. And this one, you can see all of the workmanship on it. This one was made, like several others, in Ukraine. And if I may, I'm going to lift up and you can see the seraphim. So everything laid out, and it has acid-free paper to keep and protect our very valuable vestments. And I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us.